Hi, my name is Thomas, and this is my tatami room. This is where I do normal human things like reading, drawing, and thinking about my pathetic, piddling existence. So I sleep on a Japanese futon. I've been sleeping on one for over 5 years now, and I should have made a video about it when minimalism was popular. Fuck. So last year I was thinking to myself, wow, I am sleeping on the floor like the fucking weirdo I am. And that's great and all, it's a great space saver, but floors get dirty. So why not make a koagari, a raised tatami mat area? So I have storage underneath, and I have a cute little place on top where I can put my futon and a guitar and some little decorations so that it's a nice little hangout place if I ever get any friends. So I built this whole thing last year, and it looks pretty nice, right? But there is a slight problem. It's actually not finished yet, because the initial plan was actually to build a table into the floor and have it raise up and turn into a kotatsu. But I wasn't able to get that done before winter. So instead, underneath this right now is a bunch of temporary scaffolding, MDF cabinets, and IKEA TV stands. So we're going to try to fix that in this video. My initial plan was to get some electronic lifting columns and then have it programmed so that it lifted up some tabletop or some shit. But then I realized that I was basically making a worse version of a standing desk without any of the safety features, so it had a chance of just cutting off my legs. So why not just buy a standing desk? But it turns out it wasn't that easy, because this is a raised tatami mat platform area, so it's above the floor. However, it's still lower than the lowest heights that most standing desks are able to do. Most standing desks can do like about here-ish. Meanwhile, I need it right there. You know, only 4 inches. 4 inches is a lot. So the only standing desk that I was able to find that went that low was a floor sit-to-stand desk. And it was made by one company called Appeal. And they were all sold out. So I emailed them and I asked, oh, when is this going to be back in stock? And the person who got back to me, Greg, who I think is the CEO of the company, he said, oh, sometime early 2025. I emailed him back in November 2024. And it's now September of 2025. It is not early 2025, Greg. He actually asked me, oh, what are you going to use this for? And I said, I'm going to build it into the floor, basically. And his reply was, I see! Exclamation mark. I think I weirded him out a little bit. Anyways, the reason why I'm recording this video now is because they finally had the standing desk in stock, and I immediately bought it, and it was just shipped in. Oh my god, why is this so heavy? Oh. And when I opened the box, there's this little piece of paper that was the assembly instructions, but at the very bottom, it says, any use of this desk that is outside of the original design intent as a floor sitting to standing work surface is at user's own risk. Wow, I wonder who they might be referring to in that situation. Greg. So I'm just gonna cut away and destroy my entire bedroom now to put in this standing desk, and I think I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch for the next few weeks. Well, that actually works. And if you need an actual hard surface, you can just take off the tatami mats, which is nice, I guess. Huh. Now, obviously, there's a problem with this whole setup, which is this. The controller keypad thing. Because, like, this is a standing desk, right? And if you imagine a normal looking standing desk, you have this keypad that's attached underneath the desk, and you use it to control the height. But if this desk is in the fucking floor, how the fuck are you supposed to get to this? Like, what are you supposed to do? So I was thinking about a couple different ways that I could solve this problem. The easiest one being I will design and 3D print some enclosure for this controller, and I'll attach it to the wall, and that's it. That seemed a bit too easy, So the second thing I thought was that someone probably made some smart desk thing for like Home Assistant so you could remotely control your standing desk. And that does exist. It's called Upsy and this desk does not support it. And I don't mean that, oh, it was just never tested before. I mean the actual port that it uses is different. Upsy uses an RJ45 port, and this desk has an RJ12 port. So I then thought, maybe I can still get an Upsy thing, and then, but I'll rework the CAD files and the PCB and then make it support RJ12. But then at that point, might as well just get an oscilloscope, basically, and reverse engineer this controller myself, because why not? I'm a software engineer, I can do this shit. But after going down that rabbit hole a little bit, I just realized, you know what I should try? I should just try asking to see if there's a wireless option for this. So I asked my good buddy Greg, and he said that there isn't a wireless option that they offer, but their OEM manufacturer for the keypads and the standing desk controllers do have wireless options. So he sent me to the OEM manufacturer, which is some company based in Germany called Lang Inotech. Lang? Yeah, sure. That's how you pronounce it. So I emailed Lang Inotech, and they're an OEM manufacturer, so they sell to other companies. They don't sell to individual people usually. But shooting my shot, emailed them, and they said, hey, because of shipping, because of tariffs, it's much cheaper for you to buy from one of our customers, which is a company that's based in America. So that's what I did. I emailed this other company, which I'm not going to say the name, because they completely ghosted me. They didn't even respond to any of my emails at all. I'm like trying to give you money, man, and you're just like, nah, don't want money, don't want sales. So I went back to Lang Inotech and said, hey, I'm getting desperate. These fuckers ghosted me. Can I just pay a lot of money and have you internationally ship this thing to me? And that's why now I have this. UPS Worldwide Express Shipping. It says extremely urgent on the packaging. I don't know if this was considered an extremely urgent package, but I paid a lot of money, I guess, for this. Oh, fuck. All right, so unboxing time. I guess I'll just rip it open. Ooh. Nice. Wow. Wow. Lang Inotech. Cool. I'm actually kind of nervous. Oh boy. Oh! This one fucking Bluetooth-enabled standing desk controller costed me so much money. Ugh. Alright, what else is in here? Here's a wireless keypad. That's nice, nice, nice. And then this USB-C. This is a connector for the computer. USB interface cable. You know, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but I was kind of expecting a back to this controller. But, you know, I could design and 3D print one. That's not too hard. And this is the connector cable, so I could plug this into my computer and configure it. Because obviously, like, when you get a standing desk, this controller, the brains of the desk, knows how tall the desk is or how low it could go. And getting this brand new from the factory, I need to configure this myself, so that's gonna be an adventure. Ah, shit. Okay. I need to get the old controller. If I raise the desk to make it easier for me to unplug the controller, then I can't lower the desk back down to use it as a desk. So... Well... Oh, fuck! Okay. got the old controller. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I figured it out. Some driver was not installed correctly, so I looked it up and I downloaded it and installed it, and hopefully it's not a virus. But if it isn't, then hopefully this will connect correctly now. There it is on COM4. Identified. There it is! There it is! Oh my god, Jesus. God, that took so long. It's like every single time I program something. But okay, cool. We're one step into the process. You can adjust the speed? Are you telling me that I could have this table be dangerously fast? Maybe I should not do that. But okay, and all that did was that here, enable Bluetooth equals 1. Cool. Bluetooth is enabled. Does that mean that on my phone, I can now see it? Table connection. I do see it. What the fuck? Wow, okay. Well, then what do I do with this? How does this work? Should I just try to plug this in and see if it works? I guess we could try that. Now I am slightly worried, because if I'm underneath the table and plug it in and it starts lowering on top of me, what happens? Uh-oh. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so turns out there's a manual that you can download. I should have read that probably. But I guess I'm going to attempt to figure out how to get this wireless remote working. Let's see. Go here. Bluetooth tools. Pairing mode with wireless control panels. I hit do. Oh! That sounded. That's nice. I don't know if I need to save, but alright, let's see if this works. Oh! Oh! Hell yeah! Wow, okay. And I think this works with Siri as well? I have never used Siri before. I just realized, how do you turn on Siri? Hey Siri, raise kotatsu. Actually, you know what would probably help? If I don't use a Japanese word, because that's probably the problem here. Hey Siri, raise table. What the fuck? It works? I'm like pretty impressed with this whole thing. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I guess now I have this random extra standing desk controller that I don't know what to do with. But other than that, seems pretty cool. And this is a kotatsu. There is a heating element. I already have a kotatsu, so I just took the heating element out of that. And I built something out of 4040 aluminum extrusion, and that's the side of the table, actually. So that's a thing. And yeah, this is very anticlimactic. Okay, so it's been a week since I've had this table, and I put my futon against the wall so it's like a couch, and I realized that this whole setup is destructively comfortable. Like, I don't know how to describe how dangerous this might be to my entire career. And I've been sleeping on the couch for a while now, and now I basically have another couch. So it's not like I even have to like roll out the futon and lower the table. And it's a kotatsu as well, so it's like everything is heated. Holy shit, this is This is so dangerous for me. So would I recommend doing this? No. First off, you are going to be voiding your warranty on a $2,000 standing desk. That is a lot of money. And second off, I don't want to inconvenience the customer service people at Lang Innotech if random people keep asking them to buy individual controllers. Like, they're not selling to end customers. That's not what they're trying to do. But I can't stop you, and this is actually really, really comfortable. So, Greg, if you are watching this, why don't you add a wireless option to your standing desk? Definitely, people won't do anything incorrect with them.